everyone, and welcome to the November 2019 edition of ColeyCast, my monthly video message to the Alta Murrieta community. If this is your first time tuning in, thank you so much. This is just a short video where I'm going to talk about the exciting things we have planned for the month of November and give just a couple of reminders about what's happening at Alta. So let's jump right in. First thing I want to talk about is Thursday, November 7th, we're going to be having a very special edition of Friday Flag. The reason for that is on Friday the 8th, we have our fun run. So on Thursday the 7th, we're going to have a special Thursday edition, a Thursday flag that starts at 8:50 in the quad. Right after that, on the 7th, we're going to have coffee with the principal in the new multi-purpose room. So if you've never been to that, make plans to join me. New NPR, free Starbucks, free donuts, just a very casual time to talk about what's happening at Alta. So again, Thursday, November 7th, we're going to have a Thursday edition of Friday Flag. Coffee with the principal immediately following that in the new NPR. And then on Friday the 8th, as I mentioned, we have our fun run, our PTA bubble run. This is our big fundraiser for PTA this year. And I want to thank everyone. If you have already contributed to that, thank you so much for your willingness to do that. This is the big thing that provides a lot of funding for us. Our field trips are funded through events like this. So if you haven't already, but you'd like to contribute, you can go to our website at altamurrieta.org. We've got information there on how to sign up. November 11th, that's a Monday, is Veterans Day, so no school on the 11th. And then again, no school for Thanksgiving break. That'll be the 25th through the 29th. Monday through Friday, we'll be off for Thanksgiving break. All right, I want to thank everybody. Oh, also, for a complete listing of events, I just highlighted a few of them. If you want a complete listing of events, be sure to go to our website at altamurrieta.org, where we've got all the events for the month of November. So just a couple things that I want to chat about before I go. I want to thank everyone for your patience and your flexibility with our back gate closure. You'll recall in previous editions of ColeyCast, we had to close that back gate. There were some major safety concerns, so we went ahead and closed that. And I just want to thank everyone for, again, your flexibility, your willingness. Things have worked out pretty well with that, so thank you for that. I just wanted to acknowledge everyone's patience and flexibility with that. Next thing I want to talk about is drop-off in the morning. I want to remind everyone that the gates in the morning open at 8:25. We are having a lot of students dropped off well before 8:25. So I want to remind everyone, there is no supervision in front of the school before 8:25. We have some people being dropped off 8 o'clock, even a few minutes before 8. People have said, well, I have to get to work. We understand that, but I need to remind everyone that there is no supervision. It's my job to make sure that your kids are safe. So I want to remind everyone, again, there's no supervision and the gate does not open until 8:25. So please do not drop your kiddos off before that. If you'd like to get there with your child, park and hang out in the front, that's totally fine, because then you will be supervising. But just a reminder, we do not have supervision before the gate opens at 8:25. Speaking of times, I want to remind everyone that school starts at 8:45. That lineup bell rings at 8:45 and class officially begins at 8:50. We're still having a lot of problems with some tardies, people pulling up at 8:50. We're closing those gates right at 8:50 because we want to make sure that everyone is here on time. So if you're kind of in that habit of kind of pulling up at 8:50, I would ask you maybe try to leave the house a few minutes earlier to get there in time so that your kiddos, when the lineup bell rings, they can head straight to the line, get straight into class, because we do not want them missing any instructions. So lineup bell 8:45, school starts promptly at 8:50. Final reminders for everyone regarding pickup. I've mentioned this in previous broadcasts, but I want to say it one more time, is reminder that if you are dropping off or picking up, that has to take place in the drop-off loop. You can see some pictures right here. If you're dropping off or picking up, it has to take place in this loop right here. We are seeing some folks trying to drop off their kiddos or pick up their students in this parking lot area that you can see right here. You'll notice that there is no drop off in this in the parking lot. It's clearly written, you can see right here. If you'd like to park and come on out, please feel free to do that. I want to remind everyone we do have the new parking lot over by our new multi-purpose room. Please feel free to utilize that. I do understand that it's a little farther walk, but again, we want to make sure that everybody is safe. We are seeing some double parking. Once again, people not wanting to walk that longer distance, but please, ladies and gentlemen, if there's a red curb, don't park there. That's the law. If there is a cone in front of a red curb, please don't move the cones. Okay, the cones are there for a reason to let people know that that's not an appropriate place to park. So please just be respectful of the cones, be respectful of those around you. We don't want people cutting in line. And if you are going ahead and doing that, in terms of if you are following the rules, thank you so much. I appreciate your patience. We know that drop-off is crazy. It can be very busy. I know with our minimum days last week, it was even crazier. So thank you so much. And if you are crossing the loop, please remember to use the crosswalk. We have had some near misses with folks not necessarily paying attention as they're driving through the loop. So please be sure to use that crosswalk. Again, sorry to have to bring a whole bunch of reminders, but again, as you've heard me say before, I'm all about safety. We want everyone to be safe, your kiddos to be safe. We want you to be safe. So please, if everyone follows those drop-off and pickup procedures, everything will go a lot more smoothly. So thank you so much. Once again, if you are a social media user and you have not already followed us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, be sure to do so. And as I said, you can also get more info about what's happening at Alta at altamurrieta.org. Thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. And until next time, have a good one.